Now a murder suspect remains on the loose after escaping custody at a D.C. hospital.
Yeah, right now multiple agencies are searching for him. Here he is, 30-year-old Christopher Haynes. He was arrested yesterday. This is his mugshot, and his photo was taken after escape. The one on the right, he was last seen wearing a black shirt, t-shirt, and gray shorts. Haynes is about 6 feet tall and weighs 205 pounds.
Yeah, so he escaped custody while at George Washington University Hospital. This was around 3:38 in the afternoon yesterday, prompting a large manhunt, including the use of helicopters. This is video from yesterday. Now, multiple agencies have since joined the search, including the FBI and the U.S. Secret Service.
GW University initially ordered a shelter in place for its students, but that was lifted last night. A search then widened into Georgetown all the way to the Key Bridge. Police shut down roads and escorted people to their homes behind crime scene tape. And now, more than 24 hours after his escape, no word in any progress in finding Haynes.
Yeah, but we are learning more about the details of how he escaped custody. As DC News Now's Leonard and Fleming reports, police did not make sure he was secured as they switched out his handcuffs at the hospital.
Chris and Tasmin, simply put, this was a botched situation involving a change of handcuffs regarding murder suspect Christopher Haynes. That is currently under investigation. He muscled his way out of this emergency room yesterday at George Washington University Hospital, and it left an officer injured and a murder suspect on the run.
While the officer was changing out his handcuffs at the hospital, Mr. Haynes physically assaulted that officer and fled from the hospital.
This is D.C. Acting Police Chief Pamela Smith describing how murder suspect Christopher Haynes escaped custody from two of her officers. It happened in the ER of George Washington University Hospital on Wednesday.
We are working very closely with our local and federal partners to apprehend Mr. Haynes.
But questions remain about how Haynes escaped in the first place and whether police protocol was followed. Smith says one of the officers escorted the suspect to the ER after he complained of an ankle injury. Another officer was in the room, she says, when the incident occurred.
As he was taking one of the handcuffs off of one of the suspect's arms, the suspect got up and aggressively moved away from the officer and fled the scene.
The acting chief admits that two officers should have escorted Haynes to the hospital, and the situation is under investigation. Haynes is accused of murdering 33-year-old Brent Hayward of Virginia in Northeast D.C. last month. Smith says Hayward's family has been notified of his escape.
What I will say to Mr. Haynes is that we have apprehended you once. My recommendation is that you turn yourself in because we will catch you.
Acting Chief Smith says that one of the officers here at the university was assisting at the time of Haynes' escape, and we have reached out to hospital officials and they have not gotten back to us yet. Acting Chief Smith says there's a $25,000 reward for the capture of this suspect, who is still on the run tonight. Reporting from George Washington University Hospital, Leonard and Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.
We'll have continuing coverage on this story later on tonight at 9 and 10, also online on DCNewsNow.com. And make sure you join us in the morning at WDVM starting at 5 a.m.